Alright, I know you all saw the title and know exactly what this video about. So anyways, the first part will be me showing you exactly how to use this glitch to get out of the world border, which like requires a raft. You can probably guess it from what is currently shown in the screen. But anyway, the second part will be me showing you what this glitch actually is capable of, like what you can do after using this glitch, what your enemies can do, like what you have to look out for like these things. And the last part will be me showing you what map you can pull this off in, and why I think that is an absolutely the most frustrating thing in the entire video. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Right, so anyways, the first thing you'll need is you need a crowd racer. So it does not matter what level it is. It does not matter any stats. What it needs is it needs a saddle platform saddle, and then you want to place a training dummy exactly in that position. So it has to be exactly in that position. I haven't tested if you move it like slightly to the side, slightly forward or backward, does it work? But I know that if you use this like exact position, it works. So yeah, just do this thing, and then what you want to do is you want to park the raft. So you want to park it like slightly horizontally towards the border. Now this is sort of tricky and you might have to do this a few times while you're spinning around. I definitely do recommend a motorboat because it is pretty much impossible to do this with a raft. And then you have to park it exactly like this. It can be like slightly off, but I definitely recommend like being exactly like this. So anyways, what you want to do afterwards is you just want to look at the dummy like this and throw a crowd pot. The racer will go through the thing. Actually, no, the crowd pot will go through the border and land on the opposite side. And then you can actually go on top of the racer and then mount it. And then boom, you're on the opposite side of the border. Simple as that. Like, that just sounds like such a broken like tactic. And I think the thing about this is, I don't think this is just like for people who trying to do like bad things, like malicious people. Like if I feel like your enemy is doing some kind of these things and you just want to counter it, if you want to counter a fob, raid people's base in, like you can say this in the mesh, then I think this would be something you would also want to know as well. But anyways, as you can see, you can place ocean platform as far as you want. So this is one of the uses of this exploit. People can literally build an ocean platform inside, or actually outside the border this time, and not in the mesh, outside the border, and you can swim all the way there, and you can actually place it like way out of render, so it's like pretty much impossible to know where they are unless you have the specific codes for the base. You can't like find it by just like swimming around on like a Tuso or something. It won't work. And then what people can do, right, is they can just place one of these ocean platforms and then like get on top of it, and yeah, they can just build a base on this. Like, it's worse than before because before you don't have these things, so you have to like place vacuum chambers and it's like at least a lot harder. But right now you can just use these things. And then you can place teleporters on it. I'm gonna test it out. I actually haven't tested it out. So I'll just test it out. I think beds will also work. And then I'm pretty sure you can place a transmitter here so you can upload and download whatever the hell you want directly outside the base, like outside the entire map. Yeah, so that's pretty broken. Now I'm just going to quickly go over to the mainland and place a teleporter there, but just before that, just to show you guys how far I can actually place things. You can place things all the way over there. Like imagine if someone's have a base there, like how the fuck are you going to tell that they have a base there while you're inside the actual map itself? That is so far away from the map, like nothing renders in, right? Absolutely disgusting. Also place generators to power everything. I'm just gonna place it to power the teleporter so I can tell you guys like whether the teleporter will work, because I think that is the major concern out here. The major thing that determines if a mesh base works is whether they can put a teleporter here. That's how everyone travels and stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to go quickly to the mainland and place a teleporter there and see if we can teleport back into that base. If we can, like, that would be a major problem, because yeah, if people can like teleport back into the base, I definitely feel like people would be doing that. Now I actually know that there has been bases already in the mesh. The reason I'm making this video in the first place, there's been a bunch of bases in the mesh, and yeah, I don't think this method is that public, if it even is at all. Anyway, so what you want to do is you just want to place foundations. I think, you know, like just place a normal teleporter wherever the fuck you want it on the map, right? I'm not gonna tell you that, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly place your tech gen, get the element, throw it in, and yeah, power it up, and see if we can actually teleport. Right. So clicking on this one, you can see you can see that thing, and yeah, boom. You go straight back to the ocean platform outside the entire map, I guess. So yeah, pretty broken in my opinion. You can also like chain these up. You can place like one on the side of the other, so you can like chain a shitload of these together if you want like a massive base. Like you can have them so far away that there's zero chance of people raiding you. Like if you live on a Ragnarok map, right? Chances are there are one of these bases on your map that you aren't aware of, because there's no way for you to find out. Like nothing works. You can't have like a tech helmet and stuff like that, right? Nothing will tell you these base. But yeah, so that's about it. That's kind of how you get a base, and yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Hold the fuck up. If I end the video here, I'm sure a bunch of you common plebs will just go below and spam me asking me what map does this work on, what map does it not work on, how do I do this, where do I do this. So fine, I tested it out for you. I tested pretty much every map that can stick a rafted border. So initially, I thought that if this worked on Ragnarok, it would work on other maps with Ocean as well, since one would think that they all have the same coding. However, upon investigation, it appears that the glitches only work on certain maps, namely Ragnarok, but not on other Ocean maps like Island or Center. Which means that other maps such as Center and Island are coded differently in a way that it cannot be exploited by crowdpods. Which means that Wildcard knows exactly how to make the borders crowdpod proof, but then went on to decide not to implement that on Ragnarok. What the fuck? I'm sorry, right? But I thought that developers across the whole game worked together as a whole to make the game better, right? Like you would think that there is some kind of communication between the dev team of different maps. Like there had to be in a day where Ragnarok was like, hey Santa, we couldn't figure out a way to make our borders crowdproof. You think you can like give us a hand on it or something? I don't know. And then the response from the Center team was, no. Like fuck me, I thought every map was created equal. Like is there some internal discrimination against Ragnarok we as players are not aware of? Wildcard? But screw it, right? If Wildcard wants to work with fucking walls between the devs team, I can't stop them. But please, at least bring some narcotics with you.